And then finally, verse 3 says, "Blessed is he who reads and those who hear the words of this prophecy and keep those things which are written in it, for the time is near." For the time is near. Verse 1, what must shortly take place. Verse 3, for the time is near. Now we are told in many places in the Bible that we will be blessed studying and knowing and obeying the Word of God. But here's a special blessing expressly promised for this book, for this prophecy, for the testimony of Jesus Christ, for the Word of God. Now notice it's a blessing, not a confusion. People come to Revelation and go, "I'm so confused." That doesn't sound like a blessing. You know, if I'm confused, I don't feel blessed. I'm frustrated. But I'm blessed when I know better what God has to say. This is the first, by the way, of 7 blessed is he's, the 7 blessed is he's that you will read in this book. Interesting to me that a book so often set aside and ignored comes with 7 built-in blessings. Blessed is he, this is what this verse begins. The other ones are in chapter 14, verse 13, chapter 16, verse 15, chapter 19, verse 9, chapter 20, verse 6, chapter 22, verse 7, and then again in verse 14. 7 distinct beatitudes of the book of Revelation, blessings. Now notice in verse 3, the blessings depend on 3, and they are present tense participles. And by that I mean there is blessing promised to those who A, continue to read, B, continue to hear, and C, continue to keep these things. It is the reading, hearing, and keeping ourselves in the hope of his coming that guarantees to bless you over and over again. And John says the time is near. And he uses the word kairos, which is a Greek word that means a period of time. There is the word for hour. There is the word for exact time. This is just a block of time, an area of time, a period of time. The period when all of these things shall take place is nearby. It's close. It's almost upon us. And again, it is first and foremost God's view of things, and so it should be ours. So the furniture's on the stage. The curtain's about to go up. We've been studying this book for an hour. It'll take us the rest of the year to get through it. So I hope you'll be with us every week. Our intention is next week to do 5 verses. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We will then finish the vision that John gets of Jesus in our 3rd week of study. I believe then we'll have Easter. And, oh no, Easter doesn't matter for Wednesday night. And then we will take each of the 7 churches in chapter 2 and 3 1 week at a time. So there's your first 10 weeks, chapter 1, 2, and 3.